Cause this is more than words and this is more than rap, nigga. This my victory lap. Hey, this is more than words and this is more than rap. This my victory lap.
Hey, I don't know what you want, but I'ma give you what you need. Best believe. I don't know what you want from me. I like to introduce myself.
My brother, I got you.
As Mr. William Allen Stevenson chilling here with my homeboys for the fifth episode, of the Truth and the Answer podcast. Got my mans right here, Preston Watson. Got my homeboy Jason Gray. And introducing kill me every time with that. Introducing one time for the first one, Clyde, super producer, aka Detoxin Hot.
Yeah, I call him Detox because he ain't dropping for us when we need him to. We begging for
that shit coming in 2018. I'm gonna give y'all some skits in 2018.
Wow.
Skits in the intro, I promise.
But yo, I just want to let everybody know we ain't even covered maybe one single topic yet, man. I just figured I'd turn it on a little bit, give a little preview of this 4-man weave about to go down right here. But first off, I want to talk about priorities. Priorities of the world, priorities of civilization, priorities of your home, priorities of yourself. Clyde, I want you to speak on personal priorities.
What, my personal priorities?
Yes, sir.
My brother, you got ice cubes? If not, it don't matter. I just want to see if you do got some. Hey, my bad.
You said you got ice cubes.
I'm gonna go put some water in.
Yeah, I don't got
I ain't had none either.
I feel like personal priorities are very important. Keep a person humble. Keep a person. It drives an individual to do things they want and need to do. I feel like when you don't take care of your priorities, I feel like your whole foundation crashes down.
That's true.
Whether you, it's all about what's important to you. I mean, don't worry about what priorities other people put on you. It's all about the priority you set for yourself.
I can definitely dig that. Man, a person has to have their own priorities. What about you, Preston? What you think about priorities? What are your personal priorities?
God almighty. I feel like if you don't have them, then you more behind in the game than you know. I have recently checked myself. I do it as much as possible. Whenever I'm conscious, I'm checking myself. I'm making sure, okay, what's the next, what's on the agenda, because I know something got to be done. And one of my mottos is daily progress every day. So my priorities throughout each day is I must learn something. Something I have yesterday. I don't really sleep right if I go 2, 3, 4, 5 days without reading something new and just touching up on some kind of knowledge or some wisdom or something that I can feel. It's one thing to just read it. I want to understand it and be able to put it in my own words. So when I'm talking to the homies, it's easier for me to elaborate for y'all. But like that's just one thing. One of my priorities is just daily progress. I got to learn something that I can give to somebody, but it definitely starts here. And that's one of my priorities, learning so I can pass it on. And like just talking to y'all niggas, man, just pick up on different parts of the game that you might not have been sharp with or didn't understand before, but it's put in different wordage and you understand it. So, I just want to definitely learn daily, and my priorities, my family, got to keep a job, got to make sure my foundation is straight, because without that foundation, everything going down slow. It might go down slowly, but it's going, and I just got to build my foundation to make sure it's solid, job, home, work, my kid, my lawyer fees, I got some real serious business on the table, you feel me? Like, so my priorities gotta be nothing but top notch. This shit legit, man. Got custody battles and I got, all kinds of fuckery. But God willing, I'm a good guy. Put out more energy, more good energy than I do negative on a bad day. I like to think anyway. Somebody might say negative. I'm bullshitting, but it's just a priority of mine is putting out more good than I do bad, and I know that it'll come back when I need it most. Like, so that's one of my priorities.
What about yourself, Justin? What
Me, First, I'm gonna say this, man. I think that the difference between being a living person and just being a person existing in this world are priorities. Like there's two things that separate us. That's having priorities straight and having information. Like that's the gap between the haves and the have-nots. So my priorities, you know what I'm saying, is God. You know what I'm saying? That's my first priority, both the God in the sky and the God in myself. And making sure that as a self-proclaimed prophet, man, I'm just trying to put other people on who got a like mind and a like heart like mine, man, and just getting up with them people and just giving. You know what I'm saying? I pay tithes every day by giving and taking advice. You know what I'm saying? I try to use my time wisely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't out here doing nothing perfect, and I don't have all the answers, but my priorities now at a 27-year-old is basically just trying to figure out the ways that I can grow both spiritually and economically, man, because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like economics ain't important. Like, I hate to hear broke people say money and everything when we live under a system called capitalism. What the fuck you think capital is?
Right. Preach that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think capital is? I'm so tired. Drake said it best. He said, "People without money act like money ain't everything." But here's my thing, man.
Rich nigga said that.
Right. And I don't mean to go off on no tangent, man. But let me ask you this, man. To all you folks out there, man. Especially if you black, because we got this problem more than anybody. We're the biggest consumers, but we don't own shit. That's probably another topic. But I'm gonna say this. How many of you know who went to college, your parents paid for that? How many of y'all bought your first car? When your uncle or your aunt died, when your mom or your dad died, what you get left with other than the bill? Just stop telling me money ain't every fucking thing. Because you leaving every legacy with your debt. We can't, so everybody get left with a damn hole. As soon as they get ready to live their life, they got to climb out of a hole. You know what I'm saying? So because I know that.
As soon as you get out of school, you got a debt to pay.
You got a debt to pay. Like,
you want that car, you got a debt to pay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There should be trust in place so it's not harder for every generation. Preston had touched on the building the foundation.
It's pivotal.
Truthfully, he shouldn't have to build the foundation. He should only be decorating the walls. Our parents were supposed to build the foundation. They were supposed to build that shit from the ground, draw the blueprint, and then once I got old enough, hand the blueprint to me and let me tweak it how I want to. And if they were going to make it a 2-bedroom, they get a blueprint to me so I can make it a 3-bedroom. We should have not been put in a position where we have to start the foundation and build the house. Because we don't know all the directions. The house might crumble.
Anytime you get it built, you're dead.
Yeah, right.
It's terrible.
Right.
Somebody else got to come in and be like, where do I start?
That's just when you got to learn the game on your own. Yeah. That's where that come from. Living life and learning on the fly and figuring out life through music and movies, and ain't no real old heads around to kick shit to you that you should run with for life. Man, we've been learning that shit from music since we've been.
Because if you learn it from an old head, that old head looking at you like.
But the old head,
this shit.
we disappointed. But see, I'm disappointed in the old heads.
Right.
To all you black men that's 50 and 60, and you sitting around, you either my coworker or you working at Walmart right now. You should be the most disappointed man on the planet. You guys was alive when we had got the power, and then you fucking misused it. Now look at us. You sending us to work for white people who don't like us. And then you want to sit and you want to sympathize or whatever. When you completely apathetic because you ain't build shit. But then you want to talk about how the young niggas was not doing the right thing, or you that old nigga sitting on the porch talking about if them kids come through my yard again, I'ma call social service. Nigga, you ain't shit.
About 2 summers ago, I was about stressed out. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
I was mad because I'm looking around and why my name ain't on no buildings. Why? Ain't no trust funds. I ain't even know what the fuck it was. You know what white folk over in California die? Hell, they get like $600,000 life insurance taken out. So when they die, they probably like low key like, Well, y'all trying to go to Vegas? You know what I'm saying? They
I'll
get
give you
to
an example.
celebrate
How many times
on a whole
I'm
nother
sorry, bro.
level.
My bad. I ain't mean to interrupt. I ain't mean to interrupt. But it's
Yeah.
funny because think about this for all you people who spend your whole life solving crimes all day, watching the first 48 and Law and Order. How many cases do you see where white people kill each other for the insurance policy? They always got something in place. You don't never see a black woman kill her husband over insurance policy. Tell me how many episodes you done seen of that. Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? They'll come over here with the whole sole goal is to get all the money they can to build a legacy. To build a legacy for their other kids. They will go without while they're alive to make sure their kids is good for when they ain't. Us, vain as a motherfucker. It's all about vanity. We got old niggas trying to preserve their youth, throwing on jerseys. You got the old head chick still in the club. She's still wearing J's, still trying to wear a belly shirt in her late 30s. Like Africans, the Africans who come over here, the Nigerians and other black people who come over here, we laugh at them.
But they ready.
But they the doctors.
They ready.
They own shit when they get over here. You know what I'm saying? They look at you like, I'm not fucking with you niggas. Because you niggas don't do shit with your life. I heard about African Americans.
They heard about the American dream and came and ran with that
And
shit.
got that motherfucker.
Because it's so hard in their country where they from. So they figure, hell, we work hard as hell over there for nothing. We come over here and get a little something.
But they still got, what they have that we don't, is that they still have that group consciousness.
Man, they got that unity.
They still know that they got an enemy. They know who he is, and they know that they all got that one thing in common. The problem over here is that LeBron way up here, I'm way down here. I feel like white people are enemy. He feel like they not.
He learned how to use them. He learned how to use his skills and make everybody got a skill. It's just a matter of using that motherfucker to the point where you can profit from it. And that's what he doing. That's what he did. You can't be mad at him. I ain't mad at him. I don't like him. I don't care for him. I wouldn't want to hang out with him. But at the same time, I got to respect the way his come up was, the way he grinded, man. That man just grinded, bro, and gave them no choice but to cut check after check after check because he got something that they can, they using the shit out of him. They get him 50 million, but they get 50 million, 800 million.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, why we are sports. Why don't we just own it ourselves?
Right.
I said, Tommy said it about the college kids, and man, I'm gonna reiterate what he said. He said, for all them great college players, go ahead and play. But when the Final Four comes, sit out. And you sit it out, and you keep sitting it out, and you keep sitting it out. Because one thing, the only way we can affect, the only power we got in America as black people is spending power. Mm-hmm. So we could fuck people up economically. When Trayvon got killed or whatever, we shouldn't have bought shit Florida. I don't give a fuck if them phones you was flying to Miami to get was only in Miami. You get back on the plane, you fly your ass back to where you come from. We ain't buying no orange juice. We not going to no Heat games. We not going to no Magic games, no Marlin games. We ain't buying shit out of Florida until that motherfucker locked up or dead.
I feel like that's another way the white man keep his hand on niggas. The contracts, you gotta do this. They got it written in stone, bruh. Like, with a lot, like, whenever they had tours in Florida, everybody was like, Jay-Z, all them should boycott the shit and not do it. Not do it and see what's gonna happen, though, because the white man got your ass in stone already. You gotta, or you gonna come out of your pocket. You gonna get blackballed. You gonna get shit on. You gonna lose everything you work for, so you still got to go work for them. You still got to go do what you wrote down and said you was going to do. And I got another question, man, since you got on the college. Okay. What you think about, should college students get paid?
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
they should, because most of them brothers come from that.
That's where it's coming from, man.
And then, let's look at the racism in sports then. Can we touch, do we got time to touch on that for a second?
Oh, man. This is a free broadcast.
No doubt. You don't own us.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So, I want to say this, all right? Terrell Pryor.
Oh, man.
Right? Terrell Pryor. So, we got in trouble for, right? Mm-hmm. Johnny Manziel. See what he got in trouble for.
Still playing. Ain't missing a beat.
Oh, shit.
They suspended Terrell for the rest of his collegiate career and they suspended him in the pros. He got suspended in the pros for some shit he did in college, but he got suspended in college. Johnny Manziel got suspended for a fucking half.
That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful,
bro.
They had pictures.
Disrespectful.
And he made a fucking killing.
What did Terrell Pryor do again?
The same thing. He was charged for his autograph.
His only fucking his name now, right?
He was selling his shit. Johnny Manziel was doing his shit too, but it's illegal. But yet he gets suspended for 1 game. Tell me why Lovie Smith won 10 games and got fired, and fucking Rex Ryan won 4 and kept his job. Yeah. Tell me why Lovie Smith can't get another job. Tell me how all of a sudden the Eagles got this super great turnaround because the quarterback's white again. Don't nobody see that shit. Look at RG3 running for his life. Watch when Kirk Cousins get in.
You see that? They benched him for the rest of the season.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Watch when they just did Vic the same way.
They gonna win a game or two.
Wait till they put Kirk Cousins in there. They gonna make him look like God.
They gonna block for that son, bitch. Till they like it's their life on the line.
The coach from Memphis Grizzlies, Lionel Hollins, went to the playoffs, 50-some games. He got fired. Ain't even in the league.
He did win all them games.
Ain't even in the league.
Now the team
Alvin Gentry.
Somebody else get to get it.
Alvin Gentry. The fact that Pat Ewing been trying to be a head coach for the last 10 years.
Forever. And Jason Kidd slid up in
because Jason's a half.
Yeah,
he's a half breed. And he bought that 0.1% stock from Jay-Z in the Nets too.
He did?
Yeah, he bought that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he bought that.
Avery Johnson still doing commentary. Really?
That brother won a championship and was coach of the year. I don't know if he won a championship, but he was coach of the
when he
won the Spurs. Yeah. And he's a good guy. He's just an all-around good guy.
Mavericks?
Coaching? He did.
He is right.
Yep.
Ain't got no job, dude.
Lost to the Heat.
Oh, that's right.
Who
was the head coach when they beat the Heat? Wasn't it Avery?
But I'ma give you what you need, best believe. Cause this is